I would like to share about the case of Lehman Brothers. For the introduction, it was a global financial services firm for declaring bankruptcy in 2008. Lehman was the fourth largest investment bank in the United States, behind Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch. Doing their business in investment banking, equity and fixed income sale and trading, especially in United States Treasury securities, research, investment management, private equity, and private banking. Lehman was operational for 158 years for its founding in 1850 until 2008. On 15 September 2008, the firm filed for Chapter 11, which is bankruptcy protection, following the massive exodus of most of its clients, drastic losses in its stock, and the valuation of assets by credit rating agency, largest sparked by Lehman involvement in the subprime mortgage crisis, excessive risk-taking, and subsequent allegation of negligence and malfeasance. Lehman bankruptcy filing is the largest in United States history and is thought to have played a major role in the upfollowing of the late 2000 global financial crisis.
Hi, my name is Nazatul Fakra and I would like to share with you a little bit history of Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers was founded by German immigrant named Henry Lehman and his two brothers Emanuel and Meyer Lehman on 1850. At first, the company grew from selling dry goods to the cotton trade, and after Henry died, the other Lehman Brothers expanded their business into commodities trading and brokerage services. In 1906, the companies began to shift from commodity trading into investment banking, and it partnered with Goldman and on an initial public offering. Lehman was involved in underwriting nearly 100 new equity issues, including those of such notable companies of F.W. Woolworth, Studebaker, and Macy's departmental store. However, Lehman still had to contend with plenty of challenges over the years. For example, the railroad bankruptcies of the 18th, the Great Depression in 1930s, the two World Wars, a capital shortage when it was spun off by American Express in 1994, and the long-term capital management collapse and Russian debt default of 1998. But Lehman survived from all these challenges. The success in 1990s achieved by the Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers was acquired by Shearson or American Express in 1984 for a reported $360 million. American Express owned Lehman Brothers from 1984 to 1994, at which time it spun the company off via an initial public offering, which attracted more than $3 billion in new capital. The repeal of the Glass-Steagall Act, which previously prevented banks from stimulously conducting investment and commercial banking business, enabled Lehman Brothers to expand greatly by offering both services. Lehman Brothers prevailed after the horrors of November 9 and continued as a dominant force in the investment banking industries. By 2017, Lehman had grown to become the fourth largest investment banking firm in the country. Much of its growth and profitability come from huge investment in mortgage-backed securities. MBS. Ironically, the very sound investments ultimately led to the company's downfall.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurafia Vidya Mazahid. So today I will present about Lehman Brothers and its roles in the organization. Okay, first of all, Lehman Brothers and its company hit 50 billion. They hide 50 billions of its loan and classified them as sales in their financial statements. Secondly, what we had covered is the auditor of Lehman Brothers themselves had, which is Ernst & Young, has manipulated its accounting book. Trade using Repo 105. So what is exactly Repo 105? Repo 105 is a trick for companies to cover their loopholes of accounting. For the purchase transaction that Lehman Brothers had exploited in an attempt to hide their amounts during 2007 and 2008. So it also moved its 50 billion of assets in this repurchase agreement to close the loopholes. Lehman Brothers classified their loan as sale in subsequent use cash to proceed to cover its liability. So let's proceed to reason behind the collapse of Lehman Brothers. The first reason is leverage. So what is leverage? Leverage, whenever company have a stable financial, they can always invest to by borrowing some money to enhance their returns by purchase some high value of assets. But it is also has its own risk whenever, because asset also has its own market down market value. So whenever they purchase at low value, they will get low return as well. So second, Lehman was leveraged 44 sterling to 1 sterling when assets price start to disappear. It doesn't make sense because it is beyond their ability to pay for the assets. If property's price started to increase, interest rate also will increase. This makes buyer need to pay extra for the acquisition and investment. Okay, the second reasons behind the collapse of Lehman Brothers is liquidity. Most business fails not because of lack of profits, but because of problems in their cash flow. It same goes to Lehman Brothers because they have a massive assets, but also it has a massive liability as well, which makes them cannot liquidate the assets. It lacks of cash and other easily sold assets, which make them false, which lead to collections of Lehman Brothers. Believing that Lehman did not have enough liquidity at hand, other banks refused to trade with them, which made them as a bankrupt organization. So the third reason for Lehman Brothers collapse is losses. After terrorist attack on September 11, 2008, United States interest rates dropped, causing 5 years boom in domestic and commercial property prices. The crisis ended in 2006, and United States housing price value has dropped as well. Lehman heavily exposed their property loan to United States real estate market in 2007, which by the end of the year, Lehman did over 60 billion of investment in commercial real estate, and it was very big subprime mortgage. And this collapse and bankruptcy. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Atira binti Ghazali. So, we all know what the Lehman Brothers case do the fraud. So, today I will share with you the impact of Lehman Brothers case. So, first of all, at the time when they filed the bankruptcy, the Lehman Brothers was estimated 639 billion, while on the other hand, the Lehman Brothers were 630 billion in debt. After the Lehman Brothers had filed for bankruptcy in the US, the financial market in the country nearly collapsed when the Washington Mutual failed a double strategy for the American economy. So, next, Putman Investment, a unit of Canada Great West Life CO, shut a 12.3 billion money market fund as it faced significant redemption pressure on September 17, 2008. Lehman Brothers International held close to $40 billion of client assets when it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. On this 20 billion had been rehypothecated due to their extensive global imprint on the debt, equity and derivative market. The Lehman Brothers had subsidiaries all over the world. Consequently, this global subsidiary and company affiliates to the Lehman Brothers also filed for financial insolvency, hence catalyzing the traumatic as well as catastrophic effect the global economic recession of financial market worldwide. Lehman bankruptcy is expected to cause some depreciation in the price of commercial real estate. The prospect of Lehman 4.3 billion in mortgage security getting liquidated sparked a sale of the commercial mortgage-backed security is called CMBS. Several money fund and institution cash fund had significant exposure to Lehman with institutional cash fund by the Bank of New York Mellon and Primary Reserve Fund, a money market fund, both filing below 1 per shareholder, called breaking the buck following losses on their holdings of Lehman asset. In Japan, bank and insurer announced combined 249 billion yen, which means 2.6 billion in potential losses. Well, it is a big amount loss to collapse of Lehman. Mizuho Trust Banking and CO cut its profit forecast by more than half, sitting 11.8 billion yen is in loss on bond and loan linked to the Lehman. So this overall that happened impact in the Lehman Brothers cases.
So, for the conclusion of the Lehman Brothers case is another unfortunate financial crisis. Their company affected many shareholders and financial institutions around the world. The leadership of Lehman Brothers failed to uphold their mission statement and the financial reward for themselves, undermined their decision-making processes. Other than that, self-esteem led them to make decisions that were extremely risky than their own internal control were designed to control, and top executives received the high compensation for taking such risks. Lehman Brothers led to more than $46 billion of its market value being wiped out. It appeared that others personnel with various intentions also made irresponsible decisions without regard to those who would be adversely affected. Their company culture turned into getting the biggest bang for your buck. No matter what the potential cost of failure may be, ethics were not a concern to Lehman executives, as they did everything that was bad for the business and tried very hard to cover it up until the very end. Of course, emphasizing on ethics and decision-making tactics would have helped tremendously. Thank you.